fresh off a stunning upset in the semifinals at Perkins, 10th-seeded Clear Fork makes their way into tonight's sectional championship match against top-seeded Lexington, who begin their playoff journey in the friendly confines of their home court, with both squads being led by some sensational sophomores. It's live and free tournament volleyball, taking over your eyeballs and eardrums from the village of Lexington. And it's all coming up next.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Happy Halloween!
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report. Welcome inside the Charter Next Game pregame show for a matchup that most probably did not anticipate seeing here tonight. Clear Fork upsetting 8-seed Perkins on the road, but they're going to have their hands full with last year's sectional champions. I'm Brian Skowronski, going to be trying to keep you entertained tonight, of course, along with some high-level volleyball and all Richland County showdown as well. So ton of familiarity, of course, going to be on opposite sides of the net here tonight. But we begin with the Lady Colts of Clear Fork showing you their path to get here tonight. And back-to-back wins for them for the first time all season. This is a team that I've seen in person a handful of times. They tend to commit quite a few unforced errors, but they are huge on hustle play, so it's certainly not for a lack of trying or effort. This team, they fly around on the floor, but just that hitting percentage, very, very low. The kill percentage, you'd like to see that be quite a bit higher as well, but coming in with some momentum, as mentioned, back-to-back victories for them, which ended a 9-game skid for Coach Lee and her crew, who playing with a little bit of faith here tonight. Of course, this is going to be a hostile environment for them. It's a very pro-Lexington crowd, as it should be. They've earned the right to be the number 1 seed and to host here. So Clear Fork, it would take a big performance from them to walk out of here with a victory and move on to districts. A young lady, though, that really I think has emerged as the top overall talent on the team, leading the squad in kills per set, blocks, and hitting percentage. How about Rozy Stover? Love what you see from this young lady as just a sophomore, the middle hitter. She sets up the block parties. She invites people time after time, and she is a big threat anytime the ball is at the net. To put one away certainly has become one of my favorite players in the area to watch, Miss Rozy Stover. But certainly going up against an unbelievable opponent tonight. Though they are young, Lexington is a ferocious bunch. As mentioned, the core of this team, they got a lot of sophomores that are going to get some minutes, but an incredibly low rate of errors for a team that's comprised of quite a few underclassmen. A team hitting percentage that's twice the national average. So this squad can certainly get up to the net. They can put it away. They are great in the reception game as well. Lexington, a worthy #1 seed in the area, and they come into this season with some tournament experience, of course, off a sectional championship. They got upset last year in the district semis, you might remember, by Vermilion. So I think this is a very hungry team that expects a lot from themselves. And the sophomore class, they've got multiple kids that we can talk about, but I want to highlight Tatum Stover tonight. Out of that crazy talented list of 10th graders, perhaps this is the best athlete. Versatile threat at any spot. She can play outside hitter if you really need her to. She can move to the middle as well. I think she's grown to about 5'10". She's a defensive specialist too. So Tatum Stover, she's a stud. You're going to want to keep an eye on her tonight. Number 5, she is a special talent. Now pause for the playing of our national anthem. It's time for the Star Spangled Banner. So we're all set for some high school volleyball tournament action here tonight. Clear Fork and Lexington, Richland County rivals, about to go head to head. Definitely going to be an exciting night to see if the Lady Colts can bring it like they did in the sectional semifinal the other night up at Perkins, knocking off a team that wasn't necessarily great in terms of wins and losses, but playing in a very competitive SBC division. Solid team as a number 8. So Clear Fork coming in tonight with a lot of confidence. What is going to decide tonight's contest? Well, here are my keys to victory, brought to you by Charter Next Generation. And for Lexington, you're a big favorite. Don't play tight here tonight. Stay poised. Clear Fork's going to have some runs. There's no question about that. But you just cannot beat yourself. Give yourself a chance. Limit your unforced errors like you've done all season long, and things are likely going to go your way. On the other side of the net tonight for the Clear Fork Lady Colts, I feel like this is a team, they've had 527 attack errors. That's way more than the national average. You got to focus up on that. And then talk it up. What's that mean? Communicate out there. You got to make sure that your teammates know what you're up to. And then also, I don't know how much trash talk goes down, but in a matchup like this, where you know your opponent kind of from top to bottom across the board, you know, maybe chirp at them. They are a few sophomores out there. Try to get in their head, and who knows, might give you the upper hand and an advantage here in this match.
Number 20.
Here are the lineups being announced here.
Number 21, Lila Henry. And number 24, Rozy Stover.
And there is Rozy Stover, our player spotlight tonight for the Lady Colts, having a special season. Lexington being announced tonight here on their home floor. And they really do only list 8 players on the roster that they expect to get some playing time. And that's Lenhart, Kramer, Brown, Eichhorn, Stover, Wolf, and then, of course, Bella Temple and Kylie Thornton.
Number 22, Addie Nichols.
4 sophomores going to get some key minutes here tonight for Lexington, as they have all year. Special class, you expect to see them develop over the next couple of seasons and just be a menace in the area. That will wrap up our charter next game pregame, as we are all set and ready for opening set action. Tournament volleyball is here, folks. Win or go home, so a lot riding on these matches. Had an opportunity to talk with some senior players today for some different volleyball teams, and it's just a different feel in this type of environment when it very well could have been your last practice yesterday. You may be taking the floor for the final time as a volleyball athlete during your prep career, so what motivation out here. And even though there's a lot of youngsters, you want to play for those upperclassmen too. So for Lexington, Eichhorn and Leinhardt, certainly you're going to see them lay it all on the line here tonight. And for the Colts, Bree Patterson, Emma McCoy, Christina Carroll, what a rock she's been. And then Allison Motnam. And they will begin with Carroll with the ball and the serve. On the season, Carroll over 95% rock solid. And here's Stover gassed up, and she knocks it out of bounds. So the first point belongs to the Lady Colts, as you'll take a second look at our Jackson Well Services replay. Carroll trying to make it 2-zip, and she will indeed. Aces up for Carroll. Getting Clear Fork off to a hot start, and I didn't have this as a key to victory, but I think playing well in the opening set and potentially early on could be a huge catalyst for this Lady Colts club, as there's an unforced error and a rare one. So Lexington a bit out of sorts here early, as you see a little bit of a lack of communication. Stover with the double hit, and it gets the ball back over into the hands of Carroll, looking to run off 4 straight here to open things up. Free ball, and actually that's not even going to go over. What a start, and you might want to pull the trigger on a TO here if you're head coach Janelle Wyatt. Going to let her girls play through it. Definitely respect that. Stover comes over to receive, as she's done all season long, but wow. You see the precision and the pace with that big crush job right there. Brown's just a special player. Different type of talent. Ava Brown probably going to get some consideration for first team all OCC. Tatum Stover as well. They'll set it up here for Ava, and that just looks too easy, don't it? Almost looks like she's playing with a bunch of 5th graders in the backyard. Boom. The elevation, the size, the high elbow. Impressive stuff, and an attacking percentage off the charts. Lady Colts bounce back, though, with a point of their own, so they end the 2-0 run. Look at Carroll getting underneath this. Kaboom! Put away. Stover with a heat-seeking missile. Much to the liking of Colts fans here in the building tonight. There are plenty. Excellent scramble just to keep it alive. And now Stover from the middle, and they're going to say that Lexington underneath the net. Big boost here for the Lady Colts as they will hang on to the serve. And here comes Emma McCoy. The lefty stripes it right down the middle. And they'll set it up for Brown near side. Forget about it. Ava Brown pinning the tail on the donkey. Absolutely in fuego, but it's also the placement too. Set up to the middle, tough play for Stover on the run. Back to back now for Lady Lex. And you see the size difference in the middle. Yeah, they've got Rozy Stover in there, but that's a lot of lanky limbs there in the middle for the young ladies in white. This one just bumped over backside this time from Brokaw. Off the let. It's another point. Brown starting to heat up out here. Lexington showing why they are the #1 seed. Ava Brown just, I mean, there's only so many different ways you can describe what a monster she is. Free ball here to the middle. Almost a great scramble play, but Jenna Linhart able to come up with the point, and we are all even now at 6 apiece. And look at that trio up front for Lexington, starting to get into a groove. Stover off the block. They'll set up far side. Brown drifting. My God. Put the kids to bed early with that one. Flat out sizzles the bacon. Squadoosh. And you see the efforts there. Clear Fork's laying out. McCoy did everything she could. Bumped up far side. Good looking play there from Bree Patterson. So the senior making an impact. Great second look there on the Jackson Well Services replay. Shout out to my boy Chase, going to be here tonight. His wife, the coach for Clear Fork here. Chase's family, been in business with Jackson Well Services for a long time, and the best in the area, bar none. Point here for Lex. And the student section says, tone it down just a little bit off the serve. Wanted to make sure that their girls can be in complete focus mode, and it doesn't matter. Clear Fork comes away with a quick side out. And that's huge to get the ball out of Bella Temple's hands. And here comes the freshman Brokaw. Big spot here on the road. And now Brown. I think she's a perfect 100% so far tonight. Matter of fact, she is. Every opportunity she's had, she's come away with buckets. And she fills the bucket with raindrops every single time. And not just any type of rain. Just like that Forrest Gump rain. It comes sideways, long ways, front ways. You don't know how to deal. And I don't know what you do with that one either. Beautiful point here from the junior McKee. Tight setup too from the freshman Brokaw. So Clear Fork more than just hanging around here in the opening set. Proving that they're playing with a lot of confidence. Back-to-back wins, first time all season. And man, to have to gut it out like that throughout the course of a year, gotta be tough, and equally as tough trying to handle a Tatum Stover rock job like this. That's one of those rock chop Jayhawks. Kansas fans know what I'm talking about. The rest of you, probably not. If my wife, Jory, out there is watching, she pretends like she's not a Jayhawk fan, but she's a true Kansas girl at heart. Bump up, drifting. Just a little flip over there from McCoy. Kind of casual. And so for Clear Fork, Off the free ball. Back to square. Colts come up with a big point right there, forcing Brown down to the floor. And off the rotation, here comes Bailey McKee. And the righty drifts cross court. Unforced error, can't have too many of those if you're the Lady Colts. As we're going to get a substitution, Madeline Kramer rotating in. The junior got the rock in hand here in front of the student section. They've had the crib rocking tonight. Little flip over from Stover. Gorgeous placement. So Rozy using the vision, the court awareness, sends liberos diving to the floor, and they can't get to it. And we're back to where we started. Carroll with the serve. Backside cross court. Too much sauce on it that time. Lady Colts take the lead off the miscue from Thornton. Carroll sends again. But her reign on the throne doesn't last long. Stover gets the serve back for herself. And I talked about just like what a crazy athlete she is from top to bottom. The whole family, of course, duh. Big time. And you see, definitely, she got that DNA. She got them Stover genes, the work ethic. And here comes Tatum back line. A lot of pace behind that one. Bumped up way high, sky high from Patterson. And now here comes Brown with the laser. Not sure, was it off the top? Point Lexington. You decide. I always find like, oh, tough to see on that replay. I think we were a shade short behind on the play. I always feel like those are tough judgment calls for me. Definitely not a volleyball aficionado, though I have grown to love this sport over the last few years doing the play-by-play. It's fun. These are awesome athletes out here. And the way they get after it, definitely there's a lot to love about this sport. Oh, pretty stuff. Bella Temple. Look at that. No look. That's like a Patty Mahomes toss, cross body. Get the serve back into the hands of one of their bests. Stover on the season, looking for her 200th service point. Here's Brown at the net. Typically, I could say book it, Sharpie. Not that time, or rotate them, baby. Like the summer sausage on the grill. What a jousting match there at the net. Sienna Johnson getting the better part of that one. And not too many go into the octagon head-to-head with Ava Brown and come out alive. Lady Colts able to do it on that last showdown. Well, I got a quick second here while they're talking things out. Drop me some comments tonight. Solo on the call, so I always love hearing from you, the fans out there. Tell me where you're watching tonight's contest from, who you're cheering for. Thoughts on girls going airborne like that. But it's all for naught, but man, give it up. 2 hands in the air for Stover. Looking more like Superwoman out there. But it's Clear Fork with a bit of a heroic performance here in the early going. Back with the serve. But Brown not having it. Side out right back at you. As she serves up an absolute smash burger. Extra set of onion rings too. And how good is that onion ring sauce that they came up with, like that spicy ranch? My goodness, what a combo. Speaking of great combos, let's check this out. I want a number 16. Can I add a number 1 on that, please? Colts looking to strike back, but Stover met at the net. Sayonara. Block party for 2, and only Lex is invited. Timeout taken first of the match. Coach Jackson wanting to settle her kids down. Great look here at the Purple Haze. One of the best fan bases, I mean, arguably the best in the area. At me if you want to get into a debate on this. They seem to show out for all sports. That's what I appreciate about them. They're not just out there on football Friday nights or hanging out when it's convenient in the basketball gym during winter where it's nice and cozy. No. They get out there. It was raining. I saw a nice contingent of fans out at the soccer pitch where Lexington, I didn't catch a final score, but they was up 7-zip early on Tiffin Columbian. So the Lexington Minutemen moving on. They're going to take on their heated rival in the backyard rivalry, Ontario, in the district semis. We're going to have that live and free for you guys next week, of course. Looking forward to that one, and a new venue as well. It's going to be over at Shelby in their new duds. (17-14). Nobody's been able to put together like a huge run and take command, and that one just off target. I think Coach Jackson over there is like, yo, can we get the replay? Oh, so close. But an unforced error on the back end of it. We'll show you on the Jackson Well Services replay here. Just off the top of the net. That one's so close to being one of those cushy ones. The fresh lets. Just like that. Right on cue. Hello. And look at Rozy being the beneficiary. And the Colts, this is danger mode for them right now, I think, because you've competed so beautifully here in this first set. Can't let it get away from you. And it kind of feels to me like it's starting to slip just a bit. This is one of those slopes of ice. You know what I'm talking about, Ohio drivers in the winter, where maybe they didn't get to you. A little bit of extra moisture in the air. And Lexington looking more like Mother Nature, but okay. Back-to-back miscues now for them. And that keeps the door very ajar here for the Lady Colts, though they check out arguably their most reliable player, Christina Carroll, heading over to the sideline. So what a spot here for the freshman. Let's see what Jada's made of. Laser beam. And then Brown into the net. So Ava Brown, who on the season attacking, we're talking about almost a 50%er, y'all. 48%. That's just stupid. Stupid good. She's had 2 miscues, though, here in this first set. Awesome play from McCoy, giving up the body, working the planks. Backside here, Ava not going to be denied this time as she secures the point, peels the onion. And a lot of layers to her game, too. Kind of a fitting metaphor for her. Man, this girl, club player extraordinaire, unbelievable high school athlete. Ava Brown here during her career, she might be a record setter. You might put her in the conversation with the likes of Miss Mackenzie Weaver when it's all said and done. Another big point here for Lady Lex. And guess who? What a game that was. You guys played Guess Who growing up? Might be aging myself. That was one of my favorite. Does your character have a mustache with red hair? What about wrinkles on the forehead? Had to really get in depth with that one. Speaking of getting in depth, I'm going to dive into the comments section. See what you crazy cats are up to out there in both YouTube and Facebook land. I see Chase Jackson's out there just throwing up some emojis. What's up, bro? Glad you could tune in. Got baby duty tonight, so couldn't be denied of his Lady Colts. Michael Conrad cheering them on. So is Melanie, says go LCP. Tiffany also says let's go Lady Colts. Bonnie Wiseman just letting us know she's watching. What's up, Bonnie? Good to have y'all out there. And Tony Fowler also cheering on the Lady Colts. So we have a very pro Clear Fork vibe out there in the comments section. But it's a very pro Lex crowd here at the arena. And it's their backyard. Makes sense. Not a great player that time by McKee. And just look, the replay's all about the reaction instantly. It's like that hand over the mouth emoji, like, oh my gosh. What have I done? Colts scrambling like a good omelet right there, keeping it alive. 4-point differential. They got to get the side out. Stover's like, yeah, right. Absolutely just cans the tuna right here. And you know how big those fish can get. She's definitely a big fish, small pond out here. Ava airmails it. So you're going to get this sometimes from some sophomores when that's kind of your big contingent of players. Outlandishly gifted, all of them. But you're going to see some errors from time to time. It's a big game. Clear Fork's definitely been testing them. But there's only so many smash burgers that you can handle until you just get full. Set point on the way here, and a whole handful of them for Lady Lex. Trying to close things out on an opening set victory. And they will do just that, 25-19. At 2. Lady Lex, the top seed, looking pretty good. But Clear Fork showing they could hold their own.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
25-19 set 1 belongs to Lady Lex, the top seed hosting this sectional tournament. I'm Brian Skowronski, kicking it with you here tonight. We are live and free on our main YouTube channel as well as Facebook here this evening. Haven't had an opportunity to see if you guys are chit-chatting over in YouTube land, and so far we got Coach Beck hanging out. Says, let's go Lady Colts, and pretty good viewing audience here tonight, live and free. So glad to have you with us, and keep them coming. Keep the comment section full, and I'll read them over air every opportunity that I get. Speaking of opportunities, I think the Colts kind of let one slip away just a little bit there in the first set. Definitely felt like that's about as good as they can play. And so for Lexington, to come away with that 25-19 victory just kind of shows that they're the number 1 seed for a reason. And that there's going to be a lot of work to do to try to keep things interesting if you are the Lady Colts here tonight. As Tatum drops the ace of spades right on their lap. And now the Colts with a bit of a miscommunication. It's going to be a free ball, and Temple, she's been pretty nifty with that. Bella again just has to bump it over. Carroll with the set, so from the back row, the Colts got to deliver with Brokaw. Little jousting match at the net. And we continue this rally. Good one going on right now. And again, the omelet, the scramble. Ava. What can Brown do for you? Well, come on now. She delivers the package on time just about every time. And shout out to all the delivery drivers out there. I get tons of packages delivered to my house. And those guys, they're always the nicest, sweetest dudes. So I appreciate all of you. Had to wait on it, but still. Well, actually, side out, excuse me. And I'm going to keep you entertained for a second. Got to grab our backup battery. Hold on. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It's spooky season. So I'm telling you, a scary story, kids. What happens when you run out of battery power early on in the match? Well, you keep the lights out and dim, and you watch Lexington rack up 3 straight points. Okay, lights are back on. It's just me. Nobody's scary. Michael Myers ain't hanging out in your neighborhood. Camera guy is exhausted just getting the battery put back in there. It is a chore. Colts got to start marking a few things off of their chore list here. Second set, I believe, for them would be a must. The lefty dishes. And now the righty responds. Oh, what a pretty play. Let's run it back. Little joust. And then I love just the sensibility and the awareness there from Johnson. Just knock it over. Nobody from Lexington can get to it. And now Brown, back line, kept up by McCoy. Boy, we've had an unusual amount of jousts here. But kiss the baby goodnight on that one. Thought we were about to lose Madeline Kramer. And Ava Brown. I mean, good Lord. Girl's putting on a show. Stover with the flip. Now set up, here's Ava. I mean, she just has such great timing. And you always see the high elbow, locked wrist, and just the corked bat. Unbelievable velocity every time she strikes that thing. They're going to feed her again and unleash the beast. But right back at you, says Johnson. So they'll go cross court now for Patterson. Into the net. And Lexington now leads by 5. Timeout taken by Coach Jackson. And what are we all looking at up there? I'm kind of taking a look up in the rafters, too. You know how they say that movie, The Sixth Sense? You know, some people can see things that I can't. I'm not sure what's hanging out up in the rafters, but maybe I don't want to know. Instead, I'm going to dive back into the comment section. See how things are going. Brandon smiling at our dead camera. Bill says, call Lady Lux. Don't exactly know what that means. Try to read between the lines. Tiffany, a purple and a gold heart. Go Lex. Tony, let's go Colts. Michael Conrad, what's up, Mike? It says go Colts. And we got an ace on the floor. Comes courtesy of Bella Temple. Tough play, but it's made by Patterson. But it's going to set up Lexington back line. Stover. Forget about it. No Fugazi with this one. I mean, she came flying in basically from Belleville. That's distance, kids. Some Steph Curry stuff. Solid reception. And now from the back line comes McCoy. Serve it opposite court. Diving Emma can't make it happen, so the Lady Lex streak continues. And it looked like perhaps just a bit out of position that time for Clear Fork defensively. Tough play right there, and it goes into the net for Johnson. Drifting to her right. So 12-3 now, our Mechanics Bank scoreboard. And Lexington flexing right now. Number 3, can you do something for me? Ava Brown hitting a little rich flex right here. I got to get down at floor level with her. There aren't heights listed. Last year when I interviewed Ava Brown, I felt like I still had an inch or two on her. I don't know if I do anymore. And especially with that bun popping up, that's an extra couple of inches. She's probably going to be looking down on me in more ways than one, and I get that. And that's fine. But she just looks so aggressive and confident. Just a 10th grader again, folks. 4 of them out here for Lady Lex. Just 1, 2 seniors in the group. So for Lenhart and Eichhorn, it's setting the stage for what could be a very prosperous next few seasons, but they are focused on the here and now and taking care of business here in this postseason. Little miscommunication there. And Lenhart was like, I got it. No, you got oh, nobody got it. Do the Colts got a run in them? Stover, solid serve set up by Temple. Return to sender that time. Great opportunity. Carroll near side with the setup. Just a couple of stonewall set up either side and a double hit. So just one and done in terms of points there for Clear Fork. And mama, there goes that lady again. Here comes Brown. Lady Lex putting it down. Tatum Stover, man, this girl, she can play anywhere on the floor. She's just one of those universal utility knives. I mean, any situation. Trying to eat a meal? Tatum Stover. Need to fix a project? Tatum Stover. But it's Clear Fork who gets the point here. I'm not sure really what happened that time for Lexington defensively. Just everyone kind of scattered. Boy, dropping the dime right there. Beautiful precision. It's like an Aaron Rodgers shot. Right where it need to be. Kaylee Eichhorn on the year. Just 25 kills now. Not really her thing. Off the outstretched arms, Lady Colts get the point. Run it back one more time for you. Solid stuff. Patterson at the service line, sends, Stover, ends. Tatum Stover on the year, 41% on her kills. Over 650 attempts. And Jeff Eichhorn keeping the peace here tonight. One of the good ones here in the area. One of the best ADs for sure. Always love coming and doing games over here in purple and gold country. Look at the communication right now for Lexington. And even though Brown kind of looking down on civilization there, a bit of a mishit. And you're going to have that. And speaking of great athletic directors in the area, both of them on hand here tonight. Jess Brokaw. We're running things out in the valley. I mean, check out this dig. Brings the shovel. And how about I just turn a little D into some O? Just like she drew it up, Johnny. And a girl that good, she probably does practice moves like that. Tatum Stover. Solace in the service game. 85%er on the year. And almost at 50 aces now. She's got a couple tonight. Lady Colts force a side out. Lexington a little late to the party there. And they'll get Carroll back into the mix. Great career for the senior. And Brown again. Another unforced error. And we got a Coach Carroll sighting here in the building tonight. Dave watching his daughter play. And Brown just getting tired of the fly buzzing around the room. Gets the swatter out. And that's the end of that. Tough play on the charge, but it works out here for Emma McCoy. Crafty stuff. Just a little finger roll right at the defense. Emma down by 10 with the serve. Lady Lex scrambling to keep it alive. And can you put another shrimp on the barbie? Good day, mate. And now we got to keep it down. Purple Haze says, getting a little too noisy in here. Got to let Bella think back there. Off the top, she'll get the point. This one's so close to working out. And just hung up there on the net for Sienna Johnson. Colts, though, getting the ball right back. Off the service mistake set up here by Bella Temple. Normally very reliable, over 93%. And Lady Lex now closing in on a 2-0 lead. And they've got their All-Ohioan back at the service line. But my, oh my. What did Mackenzie Weaver used to say when things really shocked her? Sweet spirits. Starting to get a little itchy up here watching 3 straight serves into the net. Oh my goodness. It is the spirit of Halloween in here, isn't it? More like some evil spirits. Lady Lex can't exercise them either. But a ton of work to do here if you are Clear Fork. See what kind of run they can put together here with Patterson. Well, I saw that coming. Stover puts it away, and Lex takes set number 2. 25-13 as we move on to the third. And a potential closeout here. The Brooms on backup here for Lady Lex.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Tonight's live stream brought to you guys live and free thanks to the generous sponsors that you're taking a look at right now on your screen. Charter Next Generation. I mean, they do it all. They're always hiring, very competitive wages, and in a cutting-edge environment. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. I'm told that they give you the best deals in town, too, on the interest rates. They believe in the people in the community. You should believe in them. Just like I do in Jackson Well Services. And what a cool phone number. Hit them up at 419-JACKSON and say, hey, we want some of those hunky service techs to come out and set us up with some well service. Third set action. And we begin with a good old-fashioned jousting match. Little heat-seeking missile. But kept alive by the Colts, at least for a minute. As the first point of set 3 belongs to the girls in the white and purple uniforms. Brian Skowronski, still with you here. And Tatum, I think that might be her 50th now on the season. So cool to watch this group. I believe this is our first live and free match this season with Lexington Volleyball. And we've been missing out. Dynamic group of sophomores, 2 valuable seniors as well. They don't have a very deep bench, but they don't need them. And how about that? A couple of the best sports writers in the entire state of Ohio for high school. Jake Furr, an award winner. Kurt Conrad, I think last year, was named the Prep Sports Writer of the Year for the state of Ohio. So not only are they good writers, they're super cool dudes as well. So definitely enjoy reading their work and just talking to them when I get a chance to see them on the sidelines. Temple with a little flip. Colts were ready for it that time. But whoop, there it is. Shut the door and throw away the key. Big play that time by Kylie Thornton. And a thumbs up from her head coach. Gotta like what she's seeing, and especially from the service stripe here in this set. Almost all the points for Lady Lex coming via the ace. So they've had like pocket aces a couple times now. Actually, just yesterday, actually on the Facebook, it popped up pocket aces versus pocket aces pre-flop. And these two guys, it was a cash game. You know, of course, one's raising a bunch, and then the other, it became a 5-way bet. I mean, you can't walk away from aces. That time Brown tried to deliver with a little bit of hang time, but off the antenna. And it gets the ball back over for Stover. Drifts one towards the back line. Kramer had to retreat a bit. And Brown, what are they saying? Tip? Okay. So it is going to be a Lady Lex point. And that's what Ava was calling for. She thought that a Colt got a piece of it. And she was correcto mundo. Lexington looking to keep the pedal to the metal here in this third set. Got some brooms on standby, looking for a clean sweep here tonight. Colts, like I said, they never say die. Fight to the final whistle every time. But they just seem to not be able to get over the hump as Coach Jackson pulls the trigger on a TO. And a 7-2 lead here for Lady Lex. And look at how just calm and collected their fans are. They know how good this volleyball team is. Runner-up in the OCC this season, only to undefeated state-ranked Worcester. I believe they're 22-0. So, I mean, that was just an absolute buzzsaw of a team and a season there for Wootown. handled everybody else. And matter of fact, here at home, Lexington undefeated outside of the match that they played against Worcester in OCC action when they came over here. What's up, Glenroy Huggins? Says go Lady Colts, and Coach Lee from Fort Myers, Florida. Go Colts, and Bree Patterson from Nate Gailey. What's up, brother? And over on YouTube, Leslie McKee says, come on, Colts. Great looking setup that time, and another ace into zone 5. And Brown can't touch this. Actually just came on the radio the other day on the Sirius XM. Classic. That song probably will hold the test of time. But man, the service game has just been on fleek for Lady Lex here in this third set. Another one throw down, this time by Temple. She's over 50 aces on the year. Well over 200 points, too. Tops on the team when she has the serve in her hands. Great play going over into the scores table by Brown. Keeps it alive. Colts send it back. Red Rover, Red Rover. Libero come over. Now right to the middle. A little bit too much sauce on that one. There is such a thing as too much Frank's Red Hot. Not often, but on some mills. Certainly looked like the case on the last hit from McKee. Brown waits on it. Dug out by McCoy. And now off the tip from Patterson, Lady Lex. Bumps the back line for Stover. And she pushed it just a little bit. Tatum maybe a half foot outside the line. So Clear Fork rotates Jada Brokaw back to the serve. And the phenomenal freshman will get another chance. And every now and again, Ava Brown she's got those pumped up kicks all the time. She's just looking to clobber every ball that comes her way. Tatum charges in. Free ball opportunity, so they'll set it up far side. Do the Colts. Patterson nearly put it away. Oh my God, what an effort. Maybe the top highlight of the night. Got to run it back on the Jackson replay. Check this out. Boing, boing, boing. Looked like a pinball machine. And then what guts, what effort. Incredible point. Colts bench went absolutely giddy. Maybe that'll swing the pendulum of momentum. Maybe not. Ava Brown belongs to the gifted program. And you see why. Gets good grades out here on the volleyball floor. Little hop serve. But a kill shot. So the Colts trying to stay in it. The junior McKee. Stover looking for the answer. And she'll find one. Just smashed it right into the block. Tough setup. Little in front that time for McCoy. And they're going to call a double hit on that one for the set. So Lady Lex more than has Clear Fork doubled up here now in what could be a third and deciding set. And Coach Lee going to pull another timeout out of her back pocket. Can't take them with you. Her team season been a bit rocky on the year, I think, to say the least. Multiple losing streaks for them. 4 matches at the beginning of the year, then lost 6, then 9 straight before winning back-to-back to get to this point. Upsetting Perkins at their place, knocked off West Holmes a previous match, and now fighting for their tournament lives and their season at stake here. What do Coach Lee's Colts have left in them? Tough play. So Lady Lex maintains control here of the serve. Oh, what a dig that time there by Eichhorn. Got low. So the point must go on. And it's a quality rally right now. Stover can't end it. So the Colts keeping their heartbeat alive as they pull within 14-7. And the junior McKee back with the rock. 92%er on the serves this year. And Clear Fork again. Riding McKee. not much of an effort there from Ava Brown. I think she basically just told Tatum, just like, it's fine. They're in a great spot here. Now Stover, my God. Almost kept afloat. And they're going to give the point to Clear Fork. Coach Wyant out onto the floor, trying to make a point, and yeah, looks like it's right on the line. Free ball opportunity here for Lady Lex, and it's put away by Stover. Energy levels rising here on the side of the Lady Colts. Timeout, Lexington. Colts fans starting to get pretty rowdy here too, as this is the closest they've been in a while. And this is kind of that fight or flight type of instinct mode right now for Clear Fork, not wanting their season to end just yet. Leslie McKee says, "Good job, girls," over on the YouTube. And for you Facebook fans, no new comments coming in over the last 20 minutes. Though I do got to say, a little bit envious of Glenroy Huggins out there kicking down in Fort Myers. What's up with Brokaw? Oh, geez. Yeah, Jess Brokaw had to call in the Rascal Scooter folk. Now I can't unsee Jess over there. One of the best seats in the house, though. Can't get much more courtside than on the floor. Boy, Coach Lee just came flying out of her seat, encouraging her squad to just keep it going, keep it alive. Look at the communication, everything picking up. The focus is there right now for the Lady Colts. Can Lexington play themselves out of a funk? Athletic play there from McCoy. But speaking of killer athletes, how about the kill shot here from Tatum? Forcing the side out. Stover on the season, start of the night, 3.5 kills per set. I think that number's gonna come up just slightly after this match. She's been awesome. Brown comes in for the dig, sets it straight up. Stover puts it home. Kramer with the serve, directs it at zone 1, handled. And Rozy on the other side. Too much juice behind that swat. So Madeline gets another opportunity here with the serve. Going to a different zone this time, picking on number 5. And it's another unforced error by Clear Fork. So hurting themselves a bit right now, as it is sweater weather outside, folks, and their sweater might be coming undone just a bit. Got to tighten up those threads. Oh, Bella Temple. Swift point, great vision. We've seen that on numerous occasions tonight. It's the 3rd point by my count off of one of those quick hitters. So the run continues, and boy, it was getting loud in here. Clear Fork fans felt like they were right back in this thing. Lexington looking to put the lights out. Stover yet again having a phenomenal 3rd set. She's got about a 5-piece of points here in this one. Almost a little campfire action too. Lady Colts getting some rotation. We're going to get the sophomore Sienna Johnson back in there. And just a miss hit here by Kramer to force the side out. So maybe Johnson playing some mind games out there, brought the intimidation factor. Who knows? Worked out, though, for the Lady Colts. But they got the ball back. Now what you going to do with it? Carroll could be down to her final set. That was a Stitches quote, yeah. I think there's about 10 people in the United States know what I'm talking about. They put that block in your face. Now what you gonna do with it? Side out is the answer. Four points away from punching their ticket to the districts for the 2nd straight year. Stover's been impressive on that back line. She's had a pocket full of aces tonight. Stover off the setup, tried the teardrop. Didn't fall in the bucket. Back at Brown. Big block set up by the Lady Colts. And this front line is rugged. They got after him. Stover, the high flyer that time. Johnson's going to need to put together a nice lengthy run here, but it ain't going to last. Ava Brown, I mean, she's been a sniper all night. Looking like Bradley Cooper from that one movie, American Sniper. That was a pretty good one. Great looking dude. Maybe not quite as good looking as the guys that install the wells over at Jackson's. That's what I'm told. That's some true eye candy out there. Little jousting match. Comes up even. And then just laying it in on the back line, Rozy. Pop goes the weasel. So the EKG meter still showing a pulse here for the Lady Colts. Brokaw too, even though maybe she can't walk. She's still here. Still bringing the spirits. Oh my gosh. Look out below. Match point, Ava Brown. Serving up some goodies like Lil Debbie. And that's a mouthful of zebra cakes right there. That's going to do it, folks. Lady Lex, your victor here tonight. They win it in 3 sets. So they'll be moving on. Lexington moving on to the districts. We'll have more with our Charter Next Gen postgame show coming up, including an interview with our player of the match. Let me know in the comments section who you think that should be. Definitely a couple of worthy candidates here tonight.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
We are back now with our players of the game presented by Jackson Well Services. Ava Brown hanging out with us right now, the sensational sophomore, and another dynamite performance by you in this crew. It seemed like you got off to a little bit of a slow start. Did it feel like you girls all kind of warmed up by the time you got to set 2?
Yeah, I feel like once we got to set 2, we were all like really awake and ready to get going. We knew we couldn't mess around anymore.
Well, typically you're the plug out there. You kind of like set that fire, you ignite. You got the crowd up on their feet quite a few times here tonight. So it seems like you've grown into your own here in your sophomore season. So just give me some insight about kind of how you think your position on the team has grown. It looks like you're definitely getting looked for time in, time out.
Thank you. I feel like switching from right side to outside this past year was like a big switch, but also I've been wanting to do it, so I feel like I was excited to step into the new role. Outside, I feel like it's a lot harder to get the ball to the right side on out of system, so just getting more swings and making sure I'm being smart with where I'm putting the ball.
Playing here at home for the sectional, just how much fun is it getting to be in the friendly confines?
I love it here. We had so many fans tonight. The student section was insane tonight, and they really help bring up our energy when we're on the court.
Moving back to the districts where last year I know maybe some unhappy memories. So does it feel like a little bit of unfinished business and some conquest that you got to get over?
Yes, we're definitely coming back. We're looking for that district title this year, and I think we can get there.
Yeah, as the number 1 seed, tell me about that. Do you love having the bullseye on your back? Does it come with any kind of pressure?
Yeah, I like having the bullseye on our back. I feel like that just makes us, we know then we have to come with our A game. We can't mess around. There's not enough time because just like this, any team can win on any given day. We have to be ready to play.
All right, well, you certainly were ready to play after that first set warm-up, I think, here tonight, Ava. So if you want to look into the camera and give a shout-out to anybody, now's your chance.
Hey, family. Hey, Jen Weaver, miss you. Sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
All right, Ava Brown, our co-MVP tonight, will bring in the other player of the game. And this is her sophomore buddy, Tatum Stover. And Tatum, very impressed with how versatile you were on the floor tonight. It seems like back row, middle, doesn't really matter where you're at. You're very solid in your position. So just tell me, is that how you grew up playing? Have you just always kind of been like a utility knife?
Well, it was not really. I was usually the girl that they would aim for and to receive because I couldn't pass. Like I didn't play back row all last year. I didn't play back row, didn't pass at all. I was mainly just used for my outside hitting, so that's really a big difference to be able to be used all around the court like that.
Ava, obviously, she towers over you. She's huge. But you have just as impressive of kill shots, I think, as she does. So just your athletic ability to be able to get up as high as you can. Tell me just like how that bounce in your game, just how you feel like you've developed as an athlete so far in your high school career.
I feel like I used to definitely be like in my head a lot, and I think like now that like my dad always tells me just play, like bounce around, just be like lean and go, like nothing bothers you, don't show anything, don't show any emotion, nothing, like just be positive for everyone, because if you're not, like then you just bring your team down, like play for someone like on the court, like play for the girls on the court. And I think like not carrying around like as much weight, like expecting so much from myself, like not being so hard on myself has really helped me like be more out there, like be more energetic on the court and like not be in a shell as much.
And I think just collectively the sophomore class, that you guys kind of bring the vibes out here. What can you say about your development and just the crew in general and how tight you are, like both on the court and then off the floor as well?
Well, it definitely helps that we play multiple sports together, like the sophomore class, like even on JV and varsity, like all sophomore girls, like we all play multiple sports together. We play basketball, run track, and all that stuff. And like me, Ava, and Bella have been playing club with each other for years now, since like 3rd grade. And that bond has just been getting stronger and stronger as we grow up. So we know how each other is on and off the court, and that's really how it all started.
Well, you're a younger team, but you're the number 1 seed. What were some of the goals that you guys set for yourself heading into this postseason?
The one goal that coach would repeat probably about 30 times every practice is be 1% better every day. Get 1% better. And then our other one was don't lose in 3, but we didn't reach that goal. And then we just wanted to stay as a team. I know a big goal between the girls was like no drama or anything like that, and we did pretty good with that so far this year.
All right, we'll keep getting 1% better day in, day out. We're looking forward to seeing you guys at the districts. But before we cut you loose, go ahead, look into the camera. Give some shout-outs, Tatum. Who helped get you here?
I'm going to shout out to my sister because she couldn't make it tonight. All my other fans are pretty much here, but shout out to her and for supporting me through all this.
All right, Tatum Stover, along with Ava Brown, our Jackson Well Services co-MVPs. Thanks for the time.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Back here to close things out with our Charter Next Game post-game coverage. I am Brian Skowronski with you here from Lexington High School, where it's a clean sweep here for Lady Lex, the top seed, looking like it here tonight, and led by a sensational group of sophomores, headlined by Ava Brown and Tatum Stover, who you just heard from on our Jackson Well Drilling Most Valuable Player interviews. And gotta say, very impressed with what we saw from the purple and gold tonight. They definitely eased into the contest. They weren't going full throttle. They were kind of sitting over in that right lane, going the speed limit. And then once they got to set number 2, that's when they started kind of putting it into 4th, 5th gear, blowing by Clear Fork, and kind of left them in the dust after a 25-19 really hard-fought battle in that opening set. Pulled out the brooms and were able to walk away with a big win here tonight. Moving on to the districts, where it definitely feels to me like a little bit of unfinished business. And last year, with a bunch of freshmen running around out there, and now granted, they had the 2 seniors that are on the team now that were juniors last year, and then there were some seniors on the squad. But you could tell that the talent for the freshmen a season ago in the tournament, that was kind of their blue chippers. Now that they've grown up and they know that they can be relied on, I think that Lexington is a true threat to win that district. And I'm going to pull up and look at what the brackets look like. We saw Ontario earlier tonight take care of Mansfield Senior in straight sets. They're the number 4 seed. That is going to be the competition for Lexington, and they're going to be playing in Attica in Seneca East the 24th of October. We will be there live and free with that coverage in a doubleheader, I believe, in the second match of the night, depending on the outcomes of the earlier matches. But if it's going to be chalk, we'll see number 2 Norwalk taking on number 3 Shelby in the late game after Lex and Ontario go toe-to-toe in the early matchup. And last year, that bitter defeat for Lexington, they were the number 2 seed. Vermilion, as the number 3, they were a good team. They went on to win the district with a 3-2 win over Millbury Lake, 5 sets in the district championship. As Jess Brokaw, real recognized, real. And just look at how she just towers over everybody. Before I get out of here, I got to go stand face-to-face with Ava Brown and just see where she's at and how much she's grown here this season. And definitely we see the potential and her growth as a player. That's pretty measurable. You can see it. She's a more confident girl all over the floor here in her sophomore season than she was as a freshman when she was pretty dynamite. And people were talking about her coming up through the ranks. She's another one of these, like I said, one of the blue chippers that you know by the time she was in 7th grade playing club, getting in all those matches during the summertime and beyond, that Ava Brown was going to be a special type of talent. And she kind of rode the boats here tonight for Lexington, knocking off Clear Fork. And for the Colts, kind of putting a bow on their season. You know, it was tough, like I mentioned. They had those couple of different losing streaks throughout the course of their campaign. They wrapped things up with just 4 wins overall. 4-20 is what it's going to be for them. But they did have back-to-back wins for the first time all season heading into this match. So I think you can walk out of the campaign with your head held high. You took care of West Holmes in a 5-set match, and then you was able to knock off Perkins at their place in the tournament. So wasn't exactly what you would want to get out of it if you're a senior on the squad, but nevertheless played your hearts out down the stretch. Clear Fork will say goodbye to Bree Patterson, Emma McCoy, Christina Carroll, and Allison Montcomb. So we salute you for your efforts and your energies and how you played throughout the season. But the door has shut as another one opens here for Lady Lex, moving on to the districts. And that will wrap up our coverage here from Lexington Arena. Got to thank our generous sponsors for combining to bring you some awesome live and free coverage tonight, including Mechanics Bank. That's better. Jackson Well Services. If you need to have your well looked at or a brand new well put in at a new property or an existing property, dial up 419 Jackson. So easy to remember, 419 Jackson. And Charter Next Generation, I think inarguably at this point, probably the biggest, most valuable company that we have in Richland County. They work in cutting edge technology all the time, all the cool packaging stuff that they do. Click the link down in the description if you're looking for a new job opportunity. Charter Next Gen could be that place for you. From my awesome camera guy, Adam Thompson, who also helps build all the graphics and all the little eye candy that you see, Jory Hollenbeck, who's been putting together the commercials for us for the last couple of years, and then also all the cool new AI that you've been seeing out there with the head-to-head matchups. Love seeing those. That's her job. And then I'll give a shout-out to Travis and Madeline. They're up in Monroeville tonight, had the doubleheader. So for all of us at the OH Report, I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long from Lexington tonight. We'll see you for 6 live and free games for football tomorrow. Adios.
More